Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. It is beautiful to be here on this Friday evening to do some mini readings. If you are new to this broadcast specifically, I usually do this every Friday, and I do astrology as well as tarot and oracle readings live here on the channel. And the way to sign up for a reading is to send $25 to my PayPal account, and there is a link in the description of the video that shows you, but basically takes you to my PayPal, and then you can just send it, and then I'll get the notification and put you on the list. We have one on the list for tonight, so the list is pretty open, and we have had some pretty powerful astrological transits as of lately. Hello Valerie, welcome in, which make it like a potent time to get a reading. I also myself to clear and be open as, you know, a channel for these readings every Friday. I use essential oils, and I guess I can show you my Moon Goddess. This is the latest essential oil blend that I created. So to connect me, hello Belinda, welcome in. I roll the essential oil blend. It's a roller with the blend inside on my wrists, and then usually take a nice little whiff, put it behind my ears. This specific blend, the Moon Goddess blend, is for moon magic, ritual, truth, emotional healing, grounding, and self-acceptance. And it has jasmine, osmanthus, frankincense, bergamot, and myrrh. Elderberry extract as well, and the base is coconut oil. And you can find this on my Etsy shop along with the mala. So that's another cool thing. And then the aura mist, I put crystals in it too, which is really cool. I shake this up, and you can use this for meditation, for doing work and ritual as well, or doing readings like I'm doing. So I'm just going to spray this and mist this on me for a second. Hello Melissa, welcome in. And Maria, hello. And if you want to know more about how to work with essential oils, let me know, because I actually am a wellness advocate for doTERRA, who is an amazing essential oil company. Hello, Joan. And I can get you hooked up if you would like to purchase these amazing oils yourself as a wholesale customer, or even if you're interested in being a wellness advocate as well. The other thing, speaking of essential oils, that I always have with me when I'm meditating or doing readings is a diffuser. This is a pilot diffuser from doTERRA, and I'm actually currently diffusing frankincense. It's so good, which is really good for meditation and focus and truth. So we've got that going as well. And then we can't forget the crystal magic. I personally work with Lemurian seed crystals. I've got this baby here and this guy here. This one's quite bigger. Looks like a rocket ship. But both of these guys, everything, all of this stuff is here to help us tonight to tap into the energy. So I'm really excited. Like I said, there's one person on the list. And if you would like to get on the list is open. And before we jump into it, so let me actually check real quick what so it's Melissa on the list. I'm going to write your name down. And so as you get your question ready, what I would love to do is talk to you guys a little bit about the Moon Goddess training and how I'm so excited that the next Moon Goddess training is happening in January. Right now, on the month of November is an early bird pricing for the Moon Goddess training. And so you can get it for $175 when the total cost of the program is $333. So it's a really amazing deal. And you can actually split that into 2 payments too. I make it really easy. The price goes up December 1st and then it goes up again January 1st. But I will always give you guys the option of doing that payment plan. But the cool thing about the Moon Goddess training, I actually today, somebody yesterday said in the ceremony, we just had a new moon in Scorpio. They said, I think it was Dawn. They said, she said that I'll probably come up with a million other things between now and then to add to the content because it just keeps evolving. That's just the end. So it's a program that you can take like multiple times because I keep bringing in new information, but it's getting closer to being kind of solidified, but always evolving anyways. So today I actually got a really powerful download as I was making a mala actually and listening to the book called Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. By the way, if you have not read that book, I highly recommend you read it. It's like phenomenal. But the download that I got about the Moon Goddess training is that just like the initiates in ancient Egypt and ancient Atlantis would travel up the temples of the Nile, following the energy of the Kundalini. So starting at the temple of like the root, and then doing that initiation, and then ascending to the next temple, and they would travel up kind of the spine. The Nile represented the spine. The realization I had is that I need to mirror that energy because this Moon Goddess training is really an initiation into the mystery schools of Hathor. She's actually known as She of 1,000 Voices. So it is about activating our throat. We're doing a meditation right now that is asking us to chant the ancient mantra, Gurudev Mata and Gurudev Pitta, which is the great mother and the great father, like source energy, and the masculine and the feminine, and experiencing our own divinity through activating our voice, our throat. It's a very gentle meditation, but we do a 40-day meditation together. And in January, we're going to do a longer practice than just a meditation for 40 days. So it's getting more and more challenging, or I guess I'm asking more and more of you guys because I want you to really have a full experience of it, body, mind, spirit. We can talk about all the mental stuff, but I want you guys to have more of like an embodied experience, and I want to guide you through that. So that's another thing we're going to be doing, is going through those chakras, those centers. And we may have to make the program a little bit longer than 6 weeks, but we'll see about that. It may have to be an 8-week program, which is totally cool with me because we can really focus on all of that stuff. Anyways, I am really happy to be here. If you're interested in signing up for the Moon Goddess training, there's a link below. And also, if you're interested in one of the special holiday readings, those are still going on through the end of December. And I don't do readings like that. In January, though, I will begin doing Akashic Records readings. So I'm doing a training right now, a certification to be able to read the Akashic records and do readings for you guys. So those will be available sometime in January. But for now, this type of reading, this special holiday reading, is an opportunity for you to meet one-on-one with me on Zoom, and we co-create the session together. So there's not a set thing that I do in the reading. There are a couple of I pull a few cards for us just in general, but other than that, it's like we flow with it and we figure out what you need, whether you need an astrology reading or whether you need energy clearing. So far the sessions there's been a lot of astrology. People have been really interested about what's coming up in this year. Of course, it's the end of the year, so it's really cool to be able to have that interaction live one-on-one with me, and so they've been super fun and super activating as well. Welcome. I think I already said hi to Valerie, and it's been amazing this time, says Valerie. Oh yeah, of the Moon Goddess training. I know. I mean, it just keeps solidifying. So I keep receiving more and more downloads. But yes, a friend of Matthias is traveled up the Nile and dropping keys. I followed her. I followed her. Finally, I was like, oh yeah, why don't I follow Matthias, on Instagram? Because since I came back, there's a lot of people that I stopped, following. But anyways, it's very, very exciting. And yes, Matthias Estefano actually does that journey with people, those initiations with groups of people in Egypt. I've been feeling this call to really go to Egypt. I'll have to see how that unfolds. But yeah, it's just really exciting. So I think someone else just got on the list. So Melissa, why don't you go ahead and put up your question, since you are first on the list, and then I'm going to write down, it's Joan as well. So Joan will be after Melissa, and then the list is open and you can choose tonight. You can do astrology or tarot. I think last week I used the dice. I think I'm going to use them. Again for the tarot readings this evening. And within astrology, if you want me to look at your astrology, we can look at your natal chart, or we can look at your progress chart, as well as synastry if you want, or transit readings, all those amazing things. And so, yeah, here we go. Let's just dive right in. I am, there's so much cool stuff. And yesterday I was talking about, while we wait for Melissa's question, yesterday I was talking about how, I'm also going to start a membership, a Channel for Grace Starseed membership. And I'm just kind of planting that seed. But the first month of content will be coming out December 21st on the winter solstice. And some of the things that are going to involve that membership is like a monthly reading for the group, the energies of the group, a monthly astrology overview of the month. So I send out, the Moon Magic report every week, but this will include this overview of the whole month and the major aspects ahead. So you guys can can understand that and prepare for that. And so many other things but that's just a little bit. I think little by little, I'll reveal more of what that will include, but it's going to be super awesome. It'll be $22 a month. And you can start signing up for that in December if you want to subscribe. And there will be a 7-day free trial for those of you that want to do that as well. Okay, I want to know how the eclipse energy will affect me directly. I feel rumblings and know something is up. Okay, yes. The eclipse, that's right. There's an eclipse in 2 weeks. Let me pull up your chart. I felt a strong pull to delve into what this means for me. Beautiful. I love it. Let me transition here, share the screen, and we'll dive right in. And I appreciate you guys being here tonight and hanging out with me. I love these Friday nights. They're super chill. They're really fun. And then lately they've been super on point. The readings have been phenomenal. Mostly because I'm super activating myself and doing this intense an hour-long Kriya and meditation, Kundalini yoga meditation myself. And it's like activating me at a level that I have not been activated in a long time. I don't even know how to describe it. There are no words, but it's feels fucking amazing. Okay, it's AM and it's in Houston. So I want you guys to feel that as well. That's why the January training will be like, okay, now that we've like learned these basic things, I want us to really like take it further. That's why it like needs to become, I think, a longer than 6 weeks. I'll have to update all of that, but we'll figure it out. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, July 5th. 79, 9:30, 6 a.m. Okay, it looks like this is it. Now we need to add the transits to here. Current transits here and now. And then I'm going to move forward to that Taurus moon happening at 27 degrees. I was reading about the gene key for this moon. I don't know why last night I was like, I want to know. And it's the 8th gene key. Okay, 14 minutes. Hold on. Oops. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to go to the screen share. And we can talk about it. And so it was amazing. And I'm trying to remember exactly what the keywords were for like, what was the shadow? Mediocrity was the shadow. What was the gift? The shadow of mediocrity. The gift of style. And the city of exquisiteness. And the way that it was talking, I'm going to obviously learn a lot more about between now and then about this 8th gene key and how, but it really represents what's going on right now. It's incredible. It was like blowing my mind. I literally like mouth dropped while he was saying some of the things about what this represents and how this is going to like add to this layer of power for this eclipse that we're going to see. That's going to happen at, I know, me too, Joan. At 27 degrees of Taurus, there's the moon and there's the sun. They're going to be exactly opposing. And the reason, you know, it's an eclipse when they're like very close to the nodes. It's not a total eclipse. We will have, so 2 weeks after this, we are going to have a total solar eclipse. And that's going to be, thanks, Belinda. Did you memorize them already? Dude. You probably pulled out the book, huh? Yeah. Amazing. So, and amazing how I like now I know how it all works and what gene key is for which like degree. I can tell you like what gene key your Jupiter is in and stuff like that now, which is something we can explore in your chart. But it's really cool. So where was I? I was saying, the solar eclipse that's going to happen in Sagittarius is going to be a total solar eclipse in and I listened to it last night and I literally was like, it was mediocrity, and then I remembered them all three. I'm like, my brain, this is what's happening to me, you guys. Like, it's just on. I don't need anything anymore. I'm just like buzzing, and I just have to trust what comes through. So this eclipse for you, let's now talk about Melissa's chart. Okay, so the full moon is going to be in your 10th house. The sun is going to be in the 4th. We focus on where the moon is for the eclipse. And when you talk about the 10th house, which is the house of career, as well as your life path, this is the theme that is going to December 4th, I think. This is the theme that is going to like this, the moon will shine a light in this area of your life. So right now, the North Node has actually been transiting through this area for a while, and this is a big part of what you're focusing on, consciously or subconsciously. There's something guiding you to focus on how you are showing up in the world. And this moon, this eclipse being here, means that the next 6 months will be that focus. So it'll be, you need to bring your focus more towards work. I mean, not work, but more like career and life path and destiny, and less on like focusing on home and family. So that it's like stepping out of the comfort zone and into the world. That's what Capricorn, represents. And Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house. So that's what I see here for you on this, on this eclipse, and how it's going to be affecting you. And also, as the North Node moves into Taurus in January, you will feel that even stronger. So finding stability is the focus of your 10th house. Part of what you're here to do is find stability and bring abundance into your life. And with the North Node starting in your 10th house, so it'll start about like right here, and then it will move this way for 18 months, eventually entering into the sign of Aries. But for 18 months, it's going to be North Node Taurus. So it'll be your 10th house and your 9th house. So 10th house being career and 9th house being expansion. Hello, Shannon, welcome in. And Sanders, welcome in. 9th house being expansion, but expansion through stability. And that's the big thing that you need to focus on, is this area of your life. So wherever this eclipse is happening for everyone is pretty much where the North Node is going to be next year. Do you have any questions? Is anything coming up? Does this resonate? This is basically what's where the eclipse is going to be focusing right there. In that moment in your chart specifically. I'm going to look and see if there's anything else that stands out to me. So in a general sense, you gotta show up. You gotta find more ways to show up and face the fear of showing up with your full color, like full blown colors. You can't be afraid of what people are going to say when you like step forward in life from this place of who you truly are, shining yourself from within. That's what this is about. No, the eclipse is in your 10th house and the sun will be in your 4th house. What's going on in your 7th house, where your South Node is soon Jupiter will start to, when Jupiter moves into Pisces, he's right here right now, he's going to conjunct your South Node. And since you're here, part of why you're here in this world is to experience this reality and to focus on yourself and be present and channel divine light codes that come through you, through your relationships. What's going to happen with Jupiter conjuncting your South Node as he travels through Pisces going this way is that karmic relationships may come up. It'll expand this energy of South Node, and the South Node is about, like I just said, karmic relationships, but also your gifts. And you have very strong, powerful, intuitive gifts, and they'll be activated. And somehow, karmically, relationships teach you a lot about your own divine self. They remind you of your own divinity, but you can't get stuck in relationships because the focus is you. So that's what I see in terms of the 7th house. So it is a big deal because Jupiter in Pisces is a very beautiful energy. It'll expand. It'll make you look at your past lives, karmic relationships, releasing of old habits and the fear, I think, also of releasing the fear of like feeling like you can't channel in this time space reality, or feeling like you can't manifest what you really want in your life. That's a little bit of the fear that you have. It's outside of your comfort zone to like focus on yourself and be like really, really present. But that's where your north node is. And so as Jupiter shines a light on your south node, you'll be reminded of your power and your gift to be present. So I think it's going to be beautiful, like a beautiful transit. But of course, south node transits, anything conjuncting the south node brings up past life stuff. Beautiful. Okay, Joan, you are next. So go ahead and put up your question. And I believe that there's no one else on the list yet. Just want to update that real quick. I think the list is open. Come on, PayPal, you can do it. Yeah, the list is open, you guys. If somebody wants to get on, you'll be right after Joan. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for getting a reading. I appreciate it. Very, very awesome. Thank you, Shannon, for being here. I so appreciate you and helping to moderate and letting everyone know how to get on the list. She's posting the link in the chat. Shelia Snowden says, I was born on November 8th, but I don't have any idea what time, and I haven't been in a good relationship ever. I don't trust easy. What is the PayPal link? Oh, it's right. So Shannon posted it in the chat, Maria. And then there's also a link in the description of the video. Shelia, the day that you were born, the planets that take a long time, like the planet takes 1 day per degree. The sun takes 1 day per degree. Sorry, not the planet, the sun. So that's going to have been at a certain point. All of the further out planets will be like kind of still at one point. There's still a lot of information that you can get, even if you don't know the time of birth. If you don't know the time of birth, you're not going to know. Basically, your rising sign, and you're not going to know which houses the planets are in, but you can find out like whether the planets are, squaring or sextiling each other. The other thing is the moon. Like you would have to go in there and into the chart and look at it. I've done readings for people who don't know the time of birth, and you can go in there and see like, well, was the moon, what sign was the moon is in, what degree. If the moon was from 12 a.m. to the next, 24 hours later was in a specific sign, then at least you know the sign of your moon. You may not know the degree, but you may know the sign. And then it also helps if you know like a general like morning, night, evening, all that good stuff. So it's unfortunate that you haven't been in a good relationship ever, and that you don't trust easy. That's sad. I hope that you figure that out, because it's definitely karmic lessons. But the nodes are going to be, you know where the nodes are. So don't be discouraged that you don't know the time of birth, because there's still a lot of information that you can get from your chart. So we're waiting for Joan's question. And if anyone else wants to get on the list, Shannon has been posted the link, and then there's also a link in the description. You send $25 to my PayPal, and then I add you to my list. I've got it right here. And then whoever sends the next payment is going to be right after Joan's reading, and you can choose from an astrology reading or a tarot and oracle card reading. Yes. And then also make sure that you are ready to post your question. You can type it up and then in your notes, and then have it ready to just like copy and paste when I call your name. But in the meantime, I have plenty to say. I can find something to tell you. It's been super intense. Last night was really intense. The ceremony was like, it was beautiful. It was powerful. I felt such emotional, like intensity. You guys saw it. One of the songs, I literally started crying. It's hard to sing. That was really intense. Oh, Shannon, I don't know if I didn't text you, but I played your song, Adi Shakti. Magali requested it and I played it. I don't know if you were listening or not at that moment. That was powerful. I haven't actually watched the replay because of like that, the intensity of it. I'm like, okay, it's good. It's out there. Whoever needs to see it, it's out there, but it was like super intense. And then today I feel, I've been feeling super like I need to take it easy. And I've been letting myself, not rush to try to finish everything. I'm much more in this kind of Taurian space. And so it's a different energy for sure. And I know that today, obviously, we had a couple of planet ingresses that are super powerful. Like the moon just entered Sagittarius and like not that long ago. Mercury entered the sign of Scorpio and Venus entered the sign of Capricorn. So they all like switch signs and they're all at 0 degrees. So that's actually a pretty big deal. There's a lot of kind of initiatory energy. It's like the beginning, the powerful beginning of something, a new journey, with Venus in Capricorn. And that could be what I'm feeling. It's like slow down and think about what you want. That song affected me too. And I had a good relationship with mother. It was intense. Yeah. All right, here's Joan's question. I'm just guided to ask for a reading. What's coming up for me, especially starting my own business and moving? Okay. So let's pull up your chart. And like I said, the list is open. Let's see. We've got 10, 16, 63. The other thing I was going to say, Shelia, you don't need to know your astrology to figure out like relationship stuff. You just need to like figure it out within yourself, because as above, so below. That's one of the Hermetic laws. Of course, the law of correspondence, as above, so below. If your chart shows something internally, you are also experiencing it, but you are you, and you can decipher what it is that you're feeling. The chart helps, of course, but really it's the internal journey and the realization, the inner realizations, that you don't need astrology to figure that out. Just wanted to say that. I wanted to come out real quick, like. Okay. All right, so we got October 16. Okay, at 5:38 p.m. Okay, and then let's add the transits. Let me take a picture of that and then go back over here. And I believe that we need to reshare the screen. Yeah, it came out good. It was good. You missed it. Yes. Okay, 5-8. And the list is open, you guys. If anybody wants to get on the list, you'll be right after Joan here. All right. Oh, you're welcome. Sometimes we need a little bit of inspiration and to realize that, we got the power. We have the power to do anything. We don't need to rely on anything else to figure ourselves out. All we need is the desire to figure it out, like to truly figure it out. Not like just keep blaming life for everything that's happening. That's not how this works, because as above, so below, as within, so without, your life is a reflection of your inner reality. So that's a hard one to take in, but that's the hardcore truth of what all the mystery schools taught. As above, so below, as within, so without. So it's important to know yourself and your shadows and your lights, and to understand it. Okay, here we go. So guided to ask what's coming up for me, especially starting my own business. Okay. So you've got Capricorn. If we're going to talk about business, I guess we'll look at the first house, the 10th house. So you've got 10th house, Capricorn. You're in Aries rising, and a lot of focus for you. It's not difficult. Like career is actually something that is like a natural thing for you to focus on your goals. And I would say that you're naturally ambitious in terms of career and life path. Are there any partners in the new business, or is it just you? You currently have Pluto transiting your 10th house, which means that it's cool because for the longest time he's been there. Eventually he'll move into your 11th house, but he's been changing things up for you, like asking you to let go of whatever ideas, thoughts, subconscious patterns and belief systems that you had in the past about success, so that you can replace them with more, what actual success, stories. And the other thing I would say is you also have your South Node there. So interestingly enough, part of your destiny is not necessarily, it's a thing that comes natural for you, business, career, like all that stuff. It comes natural for you. It's almost like an innate gift that you have to, like, your ambition and your goals, and just to like make things happen and work really hard to make them happen. That's a natural, but it may not be exactly where your true heart lies, because your true heart lies in, the North Node, which is in your 4th house, which is home and family. So following your heart, North Node in Cancer is about following your heart and listening to your emotions and trusting your intuition. So, as long as your career allows you to be in this space where your career and your work actually feel like home, and the people that you work with actually feel like family, then you can match the two together and bring in that good luck. But other than that, if we look at where Taurus is, if you want to add some other astrology here, the Taurus full moon is going to be happening in your 2nd house. And it will be conjunct your Black Moon Lilith, which is the renegade goddess. And the 2nd house is about bringing the abundance in, bringing the money in, and like finding more stability in your life when it comes to money. So that full moon happening there in your 2nd house is going to activate that energy. And so is the North Node. It's already there. The North Node is here in your 2nd house. This is something that you are focusing on already. But when the North Node moves into Taurus, it'll shift from trying to gather all the information that you need, trying to discover the truth about how to do this, how to bring the money in, communicating, finding the right people, like focusing on, speaking and sharing your ideas, to, okay, now we have to focus on actually bringing the abundance in. And so come January, you'll feel that activated a little bit more. That's a good question. What kind of business? What kind of business? That's a good question, actually. But that's the other energy that is where that's going to play a role. And next year, the focus will be for you on, 2nd house of abundance, but also self-esteem. And then the North Node will move into your 1st house like months later. And that's beautiful. I would say that is exactly what the nodal axis is wanting you to do in this life. That's exactly what you came here to do. That's really beautiful, Joan. But focus will be on yourself, on finding stability within yourself, within your own identity. I think that's going to be a really powerful transit for you. And in terms of like relationship, like if a relationship shows up, I don't really look at things like that in a chart. What I look at, because you can't predict things like that. I don't believe that you can. I think there's energy for love, but the thing is that the astrology is so open to interpretation. Someone can say, oh, you're definitely going to meet someone. And some astrologers do readings like that. Other people would see something that has to do with love and romance, and they would say, well, there's an opportunity here for love and romance to be here in your life, but you never know like the specifics of it, or, you know, there's just no way to predict that, because everyone has free will and everyone makes, you know, choices, and you create your own reality. So if you want a relationship to show up, the work that I would recommend that you do is that you prepare yourself for being in that relationship. Like, that's how to do it. Is you have to stop wanting it and start having it. Because if you keep wanting something, the frequency that you're sending out to the universe is I want, I want, I want, I want, I want. And so it is in a continual, perpetual state of want. And so the universe goes, okay, you want, you want, you want, not you have, or it's coming. You want it, which means the universe is going, it's not here yet because you want it. You're in a space of wanting. You're not in a space of having. Do you see the difference? Next year, this is a big deal because the North Node in Taurus is going to be like, I have. That's the thing. So you remember, like, create the divine relationship within yourself and find that grounding and that stability within yourself, and be the person that you want to be in a relationship. Feel the emotions that you would feel if you were in a relationship. What would you do if you were in a relationship? Would the person that you love bring you flowers? Well, then get yourself flowers and feel like my beloved gave me flowers today. You know? If you would go do fun things with your beloved, then like go and do those fun things and feel like this is so beautiful to share this with my own divinity, with my own relationship. You got to change the channel. Shannon says, tell me about it. Be open to giving and receiving love and let it flow. Yes. So that's honestly like the key to manifesting, is not wanting, it's having. Be the thing that you want by way of how would you feel if you had it. Because when you bring the I have right here in the moment, which our most powerful manifesting tool is our emotions. Like, if you want happiness, if you want like money in your life, right? This is a simple example. It's not really the money that you want. It's the happiness and the way that you're going to feel when you have that money. You can feel that right now by just using your imagination and, your psychic abilities, your intuition, and feeling those emotions now. You don't actually need the money to feel the way that you would feel if you had it. But feeling the way that you would feel if you had it actually will bring the money, because it'll say, oh, you have it. Okay, so here it is. And you'll be amazed at how like things just, and you're like, holy crap, that entire time I was like keeping it over there and not letting it come here. And then in the end, of course, at the end of the journey, what we get is that really it was just to love ourselves was the most powerful gift, and to know ourselves was the most powerful gift. And the truth that we realized in the end is that we didn't need anything, because we had everything now. We had it all along. That's the initiation journey, and that's like the journey of enlightenment. That's why Buddha and Zen Buddhists or whatever, they'll say like, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So, thank you. Thank you for signing up for that reading. I don't think there's anyone else on the list, but we shall check and see if anyone did get on the list. So yeah, there's some powerful, I don't think anybody did, unless you did, and then you can tell me. But yeah, there's some powerful stuff going on right now. And do you want to like jump on that wave and move towards your best freaking life that you've ever had? Is that what you want? It's like, what do you really want? You know? Yeah. You're here to heal, but really what you're realizing is that you are already healed. That's why the lesson is to heal. Because as we heal, we realize that we were already healed the whole time. Everything is like that. It all keeps moving in that direction. I haven't gotten a notification, but let me check again, Maria. Yeah, I haven't gotten a notification, which means maybe it hasn't gone through yet. Where did you send it to? To PayPal? It would show up if it went through. I'm not seeing it. But we'll give you a moment to figure it out. Just go check and see if it went through, and if it didn't. Oh, it looks like, is it Sheila or Sheila? Did you request? Okay, so instead of sending money, you accidentally requested money. Shelia. So make sure that you go in there and cancel that request and actually send it instead of request it. Sometimes it happens because the buttons are like either close together or it's like a bit confusing. Sometimes that happens to people. Yeah, no problem, you guys. We're chilling. No, it's not the first time it's happened. Accidentally request money instead of actually sent it. Or maybe I'll go in there and... no. I'm not going to mess with it. I'll let you cancel it. Here we go. Decline. Okay, I'm going to decline that request. You cancel this request. Okay, so I just declined it. And so now you can actually send the money. Yeah, and I haven't seen Maria's yet, so we'll just chill until it happens. But yeah, I'm excited, you guys. I guess I can look at your question in the meantime. You're moving December 1st, feeling that this move is connected with me. So Sheila, I just canceled the request. So go in there and send the money again. I'm moving December 1st, feeling that this move is connected with me, finally making to have the energy to start my intuitive artistic healing practice and business. And what's the question that you want? What do you want me to look at? Finally making to have some energy to start my practice. Are you looking to see if like the energies will support that? In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can... Yeah, I haven't gotten any notifications. Yeah, make sure that you're also using the... Okay, there we go. Now I got it. Maria. All right, I'm pulling up your chart. 424. and 10:30. And Brookline. And let me make sure I got it right and actually do this. It's all good. We got it. So I'm pulling up your chart, Maria. So my question is, what do you want to know? You've told me like the situation, but what's the question that you have? Make it clear and direct so that I can like take that. Because here's the thing about having a question, which is why it's really important. And yes, we can look at general stuff, but you're like, are you really gonna get like? I mean, that makes me work harder. But the truth is that if you really want to know something and you ask it with directness, when you ask the question, I receive the frequency of that directness and it allows me, it opens a door for me to actually find that answer. So that's really important. We don't ever want to be vague when we're dealing with intuition. We want to be really clear and we want to be like direct. Okay. So let's see, April 20. Let me just make sure I got it right. 65, 10:38. You're welcome. And let's add the transits. I have not received a notification yet of receipt, Shilia. So go check it and see if it went through. Okay, yeah, I think you might be in a delay. Let's go over here. And look this up. Okay, so you're moving December 1st, feeling that this move is connected with me finally making to have the energy to start my intuitive astrology healing practice and businesses. So let me go over here and actually move this forward to that day and like see what comes up on that day. So yes, with everything going on planet-wise, will this expansion I am feeling continue and support this endeavor? Okay. Thank you for that. And here's December 1st. And let's pull it up here. Mostly when I speak, even though I'm speaking to people individually, just realize that I am also speaking to many other people that need to hear that. So that's just know that sometimes I speak to one person because I'm doing a reading, but really I'm speaking to everyone. Like there's some message that's coming through for someone else that needs to hear it as well. Oh, and no worries. No worries, Maria. So this is December 1st, and you're moving on this day, and you're experiencing, will this expansion continue, support this endeavor? Okay, well, let's take a look at where the planets are in your chart. Intuitive artistic healing practice and business. Okay. So let's just mark a few things here. The full moon is going to happen. The full moon eclipse is going to happen in your 11th house. The one that's coming up. The new moon, where is it? 12, is it 12? Do you think it's at 12 degrees? Yeah. The new moon total solar eclipse is going to be happening in your 5th. That's on December 4th, I believe. You've got, let's see, Saturn transiting your 7th house. Oh, see, there you go. You got Jupiter transiting your 8th. Neptune on your Chiron. Uranus transiting the 10th. Okay, so actually there's a lot there that we can pull from in terms of like how are these energies kind of like affecting you right now. Well, first of all, with the full moon that's coming on November 19th, what happens is your desire, the moon is going to shine a light on your desire to share your gifts with the world. And that's huge, not only because you also have the North Node in Gemini, which means that that's part of your destiny, but because it'll be very close to your Jupiter on Alcyon, which is on the Pleiades, and this eclipse is going to be on the Pleiades as well. And that's about bringing light to the world. So it's a new 6-month journey for you about learning to work with others and to share your gifts with the world. So that's the first thing. And so that's really powerful that that's actually happening. Now with the new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, that's going to happen in your 5th house, that'll activate 2 weeks later your creativity and your passion. So yeah, that's it. And it'll ask you to let go of old habits and patterns and stories, and it'll show you what those are, because it's going to be basically on your South Node. So past life stuff, but you could also remember things about past lives and your and things that you already know, like gifts that you already have, situations where you could release old belief systems. It'll shine a light on that area, but it'll at the same time activate your creativity, and your passion, which is perfect for, what you're trying to do, for living your life, and living your destiny. You've got Saturn currently transiting your 7th house, which he brings in an air or an aura of like responsibility, and working with other people may work well, because he's supporting the sort of the type of relationships that, they make you be responsible about things and have responsible relationships. Of course, he will restrict things, but if we're talking about business and business partnerships, that's a positive energy showing up there as well. With Jupiter transiting your 8th house right now, he is expanding change and asking you to be reborn. So there's a bit of a rebirth going on for you right now. You're letting go of a lot of things in life, and then moving into new situations, and putting yourself in new places to receive. Then your Neptune is on your Chiron. So right now you're going through a deep, powerful healing. And what you're healing is your relationship to your own divinity, your relationship to God. And that's the main wound for yourself, is your faith. You've lost faith in life, and you're finding ways to rekindle that faith, but the faith is within yourself. And then with Uranus transiting your 10th house of career, this is a long transit. However, it is asking you to be unique and creative and individualistic in your approach to what you create as a business. So I feel like all those energies are definitely supporting you right now. Obviously, there's, shadows to work through, especially with that total solar eclipse in Sag on your South Node. That's where a lot of stuff is going to bring up. But know that you are embarking on a 6-month journey, at least within the eclipse cycle, that activates like you being in a place to share your gifts with the world. So I think that that's actually really beautiful and powerful. I'm excited for you. And I will check again, but I don't think I received any notification. We got Maria's payments, but we didn't get Shelia's payment yet. So the list is open, you guys. Let me check again. Okay. Nope, didn't come in through yet. What I got was a request, and then I canceled it. And I haven't seen anything yet, Shelia. So that's where we're at. But the list is open. And I am so thankful for you guys and grateful for you guys for your support with this mini readings. And this is so much fun for me, and I'm sure that it's a lot of fun for you guys as well. So while we see if anyone else gets on the list, we can keep chatting. How was the new moon for you guys yesterday? Like I said, today I've been like in this sort of internal space. And I think that the shift of Venus to Capricorn, like I feel there's a heaviness. Do you guys feel a heaviness? Like, why am I feeling a heaviness? But it's powerful, but I can feel like there's a seriousness too that just showed up energetically. Like, okay. But also I feel like it's important to take care of yourself. Yes, I absolutely feel like I am re-emerging as my authentic self and reconnecting with spirit. Love it. Awesome. That's beautiful. I'm really happy for you and really excited for you. A lot of similar things are happening like that for me as well when it comes to how I'm expanding in my own business and everything, right? Because there's so many new ideas that have been like coming and I have been grabbing onto them, and that's really important. And I feel like there's a lot of us that are in that place of like, okay, well, if I am going to really move forward into the future, what can I grab onto, ideas that come to me, inspiration and creativity that come to me that can help me get to where I want to go. So it is a big deal right now, the time right now, eclipse season, it's a revolutionary time. It's almost like you gotta reach out and grab a hold of what you want in your life. Yeah, me too. I love these Friday nights too. Yeah, super amazing. So let's see if I can share with you guys. Let me pull up my notes. I want to share with you guys a little bit about some of the other things that I'm excited about. We've talked about the Moon Goddess training. I would love to have you there. Remember that the early bird pricing only goes through the end of November, so you don't want to miss that. Also, the Channel for Grace Starseed membership that's going to begin on December 21st. Last night's ceremony was so powerful to help clear out a lot of sludge. It was big deal. But the Channel for Grace Starseed membership are some of the things that I am wanting to offer, and I'll be creating like more promotional content in regards to this, but here's the ideas that I have I want to share with you guys. Monthly astrology videos that talk about the significance of the astrological month, Celtic wheel wisdom. So whenever there's like an equinox or a solstice or a cross quarter day celebration ritual, there'll be either videos or audios or explanations about that specific holiday, it'll be addressed as it's arriving, for that month, because we're going to go through the astrological seasons. December 21st is the day where the sun moves into Capricorn. So we enter Capricorn season. And so we start there and we're just going to go season by season, and the content will like come out month by month and then throughout the month as well. So it's not just going to be, it comes out now. It'll be like something comes out today, the first day, and then the cycle kind of continues to release more information. There'll also be meditations, astral travel journeys, shamanic journeys to explore and celebrate those powerful days, journaling prompts for the month ahead, as well as for special holidays and celebrations. There will also be special tarot and oracle card reading for the membership and the group, the energy of the group itself. I think that is going to be really, really cool. New and full moon journal prompts. These are all the ideas that I have, and it depends on the month and it depends on the astrology whether we're going to like see you. Obviously, there's not going to be an equinox every month, but there'll be obviously a new and a full moon every month. It's just going to be a deeper dive with me throughout like the year, and I think people are. It'll be a really awesome guide. A really awesome opportunity to dive deeper. Stargate magic. So I'm going to let you guys know whenever there's a big, powerful stargate happening, any big planet or alignment with a fixed star that activates the starseed energy. I will let you guys know about that. Periodic special member only events. If we do like a special ceremony or something, it'll be held privately on Zoom. And also, I'm going to do a little promotion where the first 20 people that sign up are going to get entered to win one of my free holiday readings. So that's going to be really fun. And yeah, so isn't that cool? I'm so excited about that, you guys. Like, I literally cannot wait. Okay, I think we're going to finish it there. And because I haven't seen anything different. Yeah. So because I got other stuff to do. So I'm just going to continue working myself. But I do want to thank everyone tonight for getting a reading. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back Monday night for the weekly reading. The membership is going to be amazing. I know, I'm so excited. I have been so energized lately. I feel like I just cannot get to the next phase of my life fast enough. Yeah, that's actually a really good space to be. That's a good space to be. All right. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful night. And I'll see you again on Monday. Sat Nam.